Okay, hello everyone. So, my name is Laquan Williams, and in this video, I wanted to do a review of last night's episode for DC Legends of Tomorrow. Basically, this was the sixth episode. It was the season 6, episode 4 of DC Legends of Tomorrow, Bay of Squids. And basically, instead of it being Bay of Squids, it was actually taking on the Cuban Missile Crisis and obviously the Bay of Pigs scenario with Fidel Castro, JFK, and also they threw in Che Guevara as well, having Bayrod dress up like him, obviously. I knew that before he even threw the hat on, like, he's Che Guevara. They threw the hat on him and basically confirmed it. So basically, the Legends of Tomorrow are still looking for Sarah Lance in space, but obviously, this episode they were discussing how to get her back. She was not shown at all in this episode. So basically, this is the fourth episode of the current sixth season. They were renewed for seventh season. Rory, played by Dominique Purcell, he plays Heatwave / Rory McRory. He's going to be leaving the show after this season's over, so he already filmed his final episodes. We'll see what happens with that, and will be replaced by Spooner, the girl on the show who obviously has a psychic ability and presence with knowing and feeling what aliens are saying and talking to them, but she has no actual implants in her brain. But she says she was abducted by aliens, and that's obviously how she got that whole super special ability / power. But she still has no technology in her brain. But that's what's going on. So basically, the first about 6 or 7 episodes are going to be dedicated to finding Sarah Lance and where she's at, and that's what they're doing right now. Next week's episode, we'll see the return of Azra. She will be back, and they're going to be showing her life after she left Hell, and basically that's what's going to happen in next week's episode. So we'll see what happens with that. That will be next week, which will be season 6, episode 5. So basically, the Cuban Missile Crisis is what the team was trying to stop, and stop JFK from getting into the big huge war with Fidel Castro. Obviously, taking on real life events that took place in the early 1960s with our U.S. President JFK, John F. Kennedy, against obviously Fidel Castro of Cuba, the fearless and very evil dictator. Obviously, threw in Che Guevara as well, and governments and aliens and missiles and whatnot. So we'll see what happens with that. That was basically it. They're trying to find where Sarah Lance is at. Is still. They found the alien that obviously knew where she was, and they started having Ava cut on her, basically, and operate. But there's like silver blood coming out of the alien. What happened was they kidnapped the alien, apparently convinced the alien to come with them to help them find Sarah Lance in order to get the Sarah Lance back, but the alien would need something in return, which is the alien's ship, and she decided to go with them and agree with him. Then she transformed into a human at the end of the episode. So basically, the first 7 episodes of this season are, like I said, finding out where Sarah Lance is, getting her back. That's basically it. Once that's over, they'll be back to what they're doing regularly, which is obviously stopping time lapses from taking place over the whole entire universe, and keeping the space-time continuum intact and stopping anomalies from taking place when things are out of the time, mess of the balance of time. Obviously, the ripples, obviously, because if one event goes bad, they have to obviously go step in and stop it in order to prevent another bigger catastrophe from taking place. So that's basically what happened. The show has been okay. Like I said, obviously the ratings have been dipping online, as what I saw been dipping. Saw some articles about that online. That's what's been taking place. Apparently, I don't know what's going on. I guess a lot of people aren't happy that basically the first 7 episodes of the season are going to be finding Sarah Lance lost in space, basically. So you can basically call this first half of the season Sarah Lance lost in space, and she's got Gary with her. So they'll probably get her back. Probably in episode 6. Next week they're going to be focusing on Azra. Her secret episode will be, her solo episode will be next week. John Constantine will be back in the episode on the show. He was not on the show this week. Neither was Sarah Lance or Gary, so those characters were not on the show. But like I said, next week they'll probably show them. But we'll see what happens with that. Like I said with the other CW shows, and I talked about in my Black Lightning season 4 episode 13, which was the last episode for the series finale, the last episode of the show, because it was canceled. The CW is going into a direction of a soft reboot. They're trying to bring new shows on that they're going to use for the future and springboard them to catapult them moving forward, obviously, as the other shows on the show, such as The Flash and Legends of Tomorrow, will no longer be on because they're going to be and their unfortunate last season's coming up very soon next year. In November, then I saw an article today that one of the CW presidents or somebody over there said that they're going to be crossovers on other shows, but it's going to be like taking place in little spurts. Little like that. So basically, this guy said that the first 5 episodes of The Flash, other CW shows on there that have DC comic book related characters on there, the superhero shows. Obviously, it's basically CW. That's basically what it is, the network. So basically, other characters from other shows will be on there from other canceled, I guess, shows and current ones, such as the past with the Green Arrow, and currently with the Flash and Stargirl and Batwoman. I don't know if there's going to be any big team-ups, but it looks like that probably won't be taking place. There won't be another Crisis on Infinite Earths taking place. They should, because they teased it at the end of the Crisis on Infinite Earths. On Infinite Earths last year, that there were going to be was going to be at least one more crossover, and it was going to be taking place with them obviously having some type of big, huge Justice League type of event happen with the chairs and whatnot, and everybody being able to sit at their place and whatnot. And I don't know, that whole situation was terrible with them killing Oliver Queen, aka the Green Arrow, bringing him back again, then killing him again, and he comes back as a Spectre. It was really weird. We'll see what happens with that. That's basically what's taking place with the CW shows, and obviously what's going on. That's basically it. We'll see what happens with that. But the show was okay. The episode was cool. It was pretty funny that they're trying to bring up main events and obviously trying to bring humor to that situation. Even though obviously the Cuban Missile Crisis and what happened with the Bay of Pigs was obviously a very huge and disturbing, obviously, take that could have brought World War III across the world, with us, the United States, Russia, and Cuba getting involved. So that's basically the end of that. We'll see what happens on the show. They're still trying to find Sarah Lance. They'll probably get her back in the 6th episode, and that's what's going to happen. I don't know, obviously, what's going to be taking place with that. That'll be basically it. The show's been okay, but like I said, the season 7, which has been renewed for, will most likely be the end of that in the last season. Upcoming one with also the situation, obviously, with the Flash as well, with that final episode, people leaving the show and obviously coming back and getting their reoccurring roles back is what we will see. So I don't know, I'm not really remaining very optimistic with that. As we can see what would happen with the cancellation of Black Lightning, obviously, and the cancellation of the spin-off show Painkiller, which is not going to be picked up. So that's basically the end of that. The show was okay. The episode was pretty cool. It was okay. It was pretty funny. It was better than last week's episode. Last week's episode was cool. I give this one like about a 6.5, 7. Last week's episode was like about 5.5. When they did the spin-off of the basically American Idol type of the whole ordeal or mask off, where they had the characters on the show and also the actors, superheroes, trying to do his dance / sing-off battle to stop this one big alien from destroying the planet, obviously, and bringing devastation to the world. So that's basically what happened. That's basically it for The Legends of Tomorrow. We'll see what happens, obviously, next week when they have the solo episode for Azra. And that's basically it. And like I said, probably by the 6th episode, the latest being the 7th, Sarah Lance will be back on the team. They're going to find her in space and bring her back into the fold on the team, obviously, with the Legends. So that's basically it. The whole ordeal with them talking and trying to get help from aliens in order to find her is what they're doing, obviously. I don't know, but there's really nothing they can do. John Constantine's magic doesn't work against space aliens as far as figuring out spells to help them find Sarah, because she's too out of bounds. She's too far for him to reach, obviously. And as far as getting some type of psychic kinetic reading, obviously, reach out to her, and that's basically what's taking place. So that's basically the end of that, my review for the DC Legends of Tomorrow show, and we'll see episode 6, season 4. Excuse me. Season 6, episode 4. I'm sorry. That's basically what will happen with that. I don't know what's going on with the whole ratings ordeal as far as it's slipping. I guess people have not been interested in seeing what's happening take place with these shows, and obviously them doing this focus of what's happening. I guess the constant every week that we have to find Sarah. I guess people aren't really excited about that. I don't know what's going on, but that's going to be the case for the next 2 episodes, at least 3, and that's basically it. So basically the first third of this season is finding out where Sarah Lance is, and we'll keep rescuing her and Gary, lost in outer space. She's with him, but the rest of the team is figuring out how they can find her, and that's basically it. I guess a lot of people aren't happy with that, but that's what's taking place with that, with the whole entire season, obviously, and that's the main focus of the plot, I guess you could say, for the focus of now. once that's over, like I said, they'll get back to stopping bad guys and monsters and whatnot. I don't know what's going to take place after that, but that's basically the focus right now in the mission at hand for the rest of the team. So that's basically it, and we'll have to say about this. Let me know what you have to think about this. Obviously, if you've seen last night's episode of Legends of Tomorrow, Monday's episode, it was actually, Sunday. They changed it to Sunday, I forgot. Which is weird because, the Sunday night is the time slot, is the death slot for most TV shows, where TV shows go to die, basically, if they're very popular. Don't know why it was sent there or put there at all, but that's how they did it. So that's basically what's going on right now. I don't know if they're going to change that when this next season comes out, and they're going to, as far as the time slot, they're going to move the show up to Mondays, because now they'll have more room to move around with, to wiggle around, obviously, with shows leaving, such as, obviously, Supergirl and, obviously, Black Lightning. So we'll see what happens with that. Thank you again for watching. That's all I have to say about this episode, which was Season 6, Episode 4 of The Legends of Tomorrow, which was titled Bathe Squids. Let me know what you have to think about this, and that's the end of my video. Thank you again for watching, and that's it. Thanks, bye.